Let's get it. Let me fix this camera. Boom. I feel good about that right there. That's pretty cool right there, but I think I can do a little better. I'm greedy. I strive for perfection, you know? There we go. That's much better right there. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. Coulda went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here, I definitely appreciate you. Trump, man charged with obstruction of justice in the Charlie Kirk case in court. We're going to get into it this morning, you guys. We got a lot to get into. I'm just going to make sure we on time, still in the 58. Good morning, Mark Dorfman. How you doing, brother Luigi? My other bro, Casey Ramos. How you doing, bro? We got Mark Dorfman in the building. Jeffrey Spilker's up in here this morning. Everybody, do your boy a favor. Okay, we got VIP Auction Group up in here too. Finally, you're back. Sorry for the mishap last week. Thankfully that you're here because you know we love and respect you. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen as you come in to let everybody know it's about to turn up. Woo! Because I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Oh. Bling, bling, bling. That would have been nice. Bling, bling, bling. We'll try it twice. Bling, bling, bling. Even thrice. Bling, bling. Okay. Olay. That's right, y'all. Y'all know how we do it every morning. Got to open up those pores. I'm going to cheat a little bit here too. You probably heard me do this one before. But for the people who haven't, yeah. Lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we fucking lie together. Lie together, cry together. I hope we fucking die together. You're all I need to get by. You're all lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we effing die together. Lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we fucking together. You're all together, die together. I swear to God, I hope we fucking die together. What, shorty, I'm here for you anytime you need me. For real, girl, it's me in your world. Believe me, nothing make a man feel better than a woman. Queen with a crown that be down for whatever. It's a few things that's forever. My lady, we can make war or make babies. Back when I was nothing, you made a brother feel like he was something. That's why I'm down with you today, boo, no frontin'. Even when the skies are gray, you would rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. Now that's real to a brother like me, baby. Never ever give my pussy away and keep it tight, all right? And we can walk these dogs so we can live in a fat ass crib with thousands of kids. Word life, you don't need a ring to be my wife. Just be there for me and I'ma make sure we be living in the effing like a luxury. I'm recognizing that you didn't have to fuck with me, but you did. Now I'm going all out, kid. Now I got mad love to give. Boo, my nigga, Lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we effing die together. What? Lie together, cry together. I swear to God, I hope we fucking die together. You're all I need to get by. Y'all know why I'm amped up, right? First of all, we made it another day, and if bump that beat. It's Thursday the 2nd, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and that. Just got me lit. Think I couldn't do it? That's right. I knew every single word. Any other time I cut it off short, but no, gotta give respect to Mary J. Blige, Method Man, METHOD, man. That's right, y'all. It's Thursday, October the 2nd. Y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that y'all came to our bottom line to turn up with me, I appreciate you so much. Let's see who we got in the building this morning. Who we got up in here? We got Allegedly. We got who's that? She. We got VIP Auction Group getting busy up in the building. We also got Liberty and Justice. We also got Rebecca Lanyan Bueno chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We got my brother Casey up in the building. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We're going to start our morning off with a prayer for every single person that's chiming in right now, that hit that like button, that's showing massive love right now. We appreciate you. We love you. And we thank you for being here. Let God protect us all for this day and forward. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We about to turn up. You know what I'm going to say, right? We got a fully loaded clip. And you know what? I had a big intro this morning. So you know what I want to do? I'm trying to get to work. Let's get into these titles. Let's go, y'all. Let's get right to work right now. What do I have here for you guys? I've got Trump, where the man charged with obstruction of justice in the Charlie Kirk case is in court. Landed right in front of him. That's right, you guys. George Zinn, the other gentleman who has allegedly been charged with obstruction of justice. Let me know what you guys think. We got to keep on moving forward because I got other stuff in this clip here. I got President Trump who speaks about the government shutdown, layoffs, and much more. As you guys know, couldn't come to an agreement. We were waiting days, thought that they were going to break night and have a last minute resolution. Didn't come to that. We got to keep on moving forward because we got clips on that as well as what's going to be happening, what's going to get shut down, and what's affected. Let's keep on going, y'all. What we got? We got a video coverage shows Celeste Rivas visiting with her family a month after they were reported they reported her missing. Also, we've got information from her ex-boyfriend who confirms that she was dating David and he already heard about it. And the reason why she left home is the reason why a lot of young girls leave home, having trouble at home. Sad situations, guys. I'm thinking that we can learn from this situation and move forward and get better. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up to let everybody else know that we're here. I got work to do. Let's get on it. I got 5 on it. I'm going to stack 5 videos. You guys stay on topic. We're going to get busy right now. Let's get it. What I got for you guys right now, we're going to get into some, you know how we always like to start it off. We like to get informed. We like to let you guys know what's happening. So yes, we got some President Trump information right here where he talks about point blank. He's asked the question, are you prepared to take strikes against drug gangs in Venezuela? Let's go, you guys. I hope everybody's doing good. Thank you so much for being here.
In the Middle East. Are you preparing to take strikes against drug gangs in Venezuela, sir?
We'll see what happens with Venezuela. Venezuela has been very dangerous with drugs and with other things. And they've been very, very dangerous. So we'll see what happens with Venezuela. We had a lot of drugs coming in through water. We call it water drugs, just a simple term. We don't have any boats on the water. There are no boats. There are no fishing boats. There are no anything. So we hit a number of boats. You probably saw that. And since we did that, we have absolutely no drugs coming into our country via water because it was lethal. And now we'll look at cartels. We're going to look very seriously at cartels coming by land.
What do you plan to stop as the first?
All right. Basically, they're going to be looking at the cartels coming by land now. Now we got to keep on moving forward because I'm not stopping. We got a fully loaded clip. And like I said, let's go. We got to get into this conspiracy situation that Mike Johnson says is exactly what happened as to why we're having a government shutdown. I'm not saying it. I'm just reporting it. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen. Let's get into some Brett Baer information here.
If anyone wanted evidence as to who wanted this shutdown, just look at the fact that Johnson does not even have the House in session.
As long as we have a Speaker of the House who is not willing to come back in with his members, then it's going to be hard to get this resolved.
All along, Republicans wanted to shut the government down. Well, we do have the House Speaker with us here in the studio tonight. Let's welcome in Mike Johnson of Louisiana. Good to see you, sir. Thank you for taking the time. I know that you have been very busy today.
Busy day. Those clips are hilarious to me. The House did its job. The House Republicans did our job. It's been over 2 weeks. We passed that continuing resolution. It's clean, it's simple, it's 24 pages in length. We were simply trying to buy time. And this is really important for everybody to remember, John. The reason we're doing this is that the appropriators are trying to rebuild the muscle memory to do appropriations to spend taxpayer dollars responsibly. And that takes 12 separate approach bills. We were doing that, working through the process. We ran out of time. We need 7 more weeks. So we put a clean CR on the table, assuming that everybody, all the Democrats, would do the right thing. They've rejected it now 3 times as of today. The Senate Democrats, 44 of them, have voted that CR, the clean CR, down. And they proposed Chuck Schumer's version, which is a dirty CR. Why do we say that? Because he wants to add $1.5 trillion in new spending to a 7-week stopgap measure. And they want to give health care to illegal aliens, claw back the funds that we put in for rural hospitals and all sorts of other mayhem. We can't do that. We're just not going to do it.
So this is the real point of contention here. I mean, obviously, they want to restore some of the cuts that were enacted in the big, beautiful bill when it comes to Medicaid funding, et cetera. But Democrats insist our bill does not provide federal dollars for health care for illegal immigrants. And you say what?
I say they obviously have not read their bill. This counter proposal that he filed, everybody can Google it, go pull it up. It's on the Senate's website and in the legislative text. Go to page 57 of Chuck Schumer's bill and look at section 2141. It says right there in plain language they want to repeal the health provisions of the One Big Beautiful Bill.
I do part ways with you here on this idea of plain language.
Well, okay.
I read that whole section. It might as well be written in Mandarin.
And that's probably why the Democrats don't understand what they filed. But
let's keep on going now, because we got to go to someone that you really love. You know who I'm talking about, right? Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. I ain't have no time to put her up in the header because I was just so busy. But you guys know who I'm talking about when I do that? Sherman's having relations. Sherman's having relations. Come on now, you guys saw The Nutty Professor. Eddie Murphy, the mother. Okay, right here, AKA Letitia James, step to the front of the podium because she has a little bit of beef right now with the shutdown that is affecting New York City, not the state. Now we have our own shutdown of $30 million that they're not getting. Go ahead, Letitia, talk to them. Go on. Go on, girl.
I want to thank, first, before I begin, I hope and pray that as a result of the building collapse in the Bronx, that there was not a loss of life and no serious injury to anyone. And so I pray that everyone comes out of that building safely.
Good morning, Angry. What's up,
I want to thank Governor
Demonetized?
Hochul for bringing us all
Hercules.
together this morning. I want to thank members of Labor who are here, and I want to thank all of you for being here. Last night, my office had to file an emergency complaint at midnight because we uncovered that FEMA had slashed the budget of the MTA by $33 million. We were awarded a grant that is focused on detection of any risks, security risks. $33 million that was awarded to New York. And they slashed it to 0.
I got something to say, and I'm stopping right here. Miss Sherman's having relations. If you notice, she's sitting and talking, standing right next to who? Kathy Jokel Hochul, the woman that we always talk about with the thievery of what? Congestive pricing, right? As you know, any New Yorker that has to cross from 59th Street to 60th Street is now being charged $9 with an Easy Pass when you're driving, or $9 with an Easy Pass, or $14 if you do not have an Easy Pass. They have now stolen over $205 million during this situation that they lied to us and said that they were going to put towards the MTA. Why are you chasing $30 million when you've already made over $200 million of theft from stealing it from us, the citizens of New York City, is what I want to know. And why is nobody talking? Why is nobody saying jack nothing about that? Hell with your $30 million. Get it from there is what I'm thinking they're saying. Get it from the 200.
And then they took those funds and reallocated them to other states.
Good.
And the condition of that eligibility is risk.
Fuck
And
outta
after
here,
9/11,
bitch.
after 9/11,
Come on, you
I
getting...
can think of no other state
Hurry up.
that is facing the risk than New York.
You said absolutely nothing. First time we've ever heard from you since you ran up under the rock when you had the paperwork set up about dealing with your pops with the paperwork and the kickback from all of that. Let's get into that. And then we can talk about this other stuff. Because right now, your credibility is shot with your boy. Unless you're talking about Sherman having relations. That's the only thing I'm gonna deal with you on. Let's get on over to New York, where one point that she did make was actually something that actually did happen. We had a gas explosion that led to partial building collapse in the Bronx, project building. And I'm sure that a lot of these buildings, the structure is already not so sound because of how long they've been up. I think there needs to be a lot of inspections when it comes down to these buildings as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let me see if I got this for you right here. Let's go. Talking about some $30 million when y'all stole 200. You could have showed the actual incident. Gaping hole. Come to find out, this happened from a gas explosion. It just goes, I have a lot of questions here. Were those apartments? Were people in them? It looks like part of the facade of the building, but what's that? Don't know what part of the building that was. Could have been the bottom. It made the rest of the structure come down, or it could have actually been the top and it just fell down from there. But we hope and we pray that nobody got hurt in that tragic event. Do your boy a favor. We got some really informative news coming up. We like more people to know about it. We're not asking for any money because we got a little bit of coffee in the kitchen and we know it's kind of tight out there. So what we would like for you guys to get those likes up, it actually gets more people over here. We got to talk about this government shutdown right now, what it's actually affecting and what it means to the country.
The entire country is waking up to uncertainty this morning as the government shut down for the first time since 2018.
So Congress failed to reach a deal, meaning many federal agencies will be closed and federal employees will go without pay. The Congressional Budget Office says about 750,000 workers will be furloughed each day. Essential workers like TSA agents, air traffic controllers, and military members will be forced to work without pay.
Now to a look at what is not impacted. VA benefits, Medicare, Social Security benefits, and student loans won't be impacted. Another thing that isn't expected to be impacted by
the
shutdown is the post office. And that's where we find David Greenberg this morning with a look at what happens next. David, good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah,
What's
good
up,
morning,
allegedly?
Dave. Here
What's
at the
up,
post
Rudy?
office, it's expected to be business as usual in Washington. Congress, they'll be getting back to business.
The 60-vote threshold having not been received.
The shutdown started at midnight, just hours after two last-ditch Senate votes to keep the government open failed on Tuesday night. Neither bill getting the necessary 60 votes needed to pass in the Republican-controlled chamber. Federal employees were told to expect an orderly shutdown. On Capitol Hill, the finger-pointing started before the voting did.
Senate Democrats have sacrificed the American people to Democrats' partisan interests.
So we see now Republicans are plunging America into a shutdown, rejecting bipartisan talks, pushing a partisan bill, and risking America's health care.
This is when America, since you guys keep talking about us, and if you're telling the truth or not, we want to step in 3 months ago and say, hey, can we have a vote? And our vote should actually outrank theirs. How about that? Yeah, how about that? We have a vote about stuff like this 3 months prior. So we're really ahead of the game, right? And then what we do, we tell them what to do. That's how it should go. Hell with all y'all fighting and stuff. We got this old crazy, this gang is mad at that gang and they don't want to do this because this person's doing that. Look here, it's affecting us. Get your shit together. Because I ain't no Republican. I ain't no Democrat or independent. That's why I could talk like this, because I'm a human being and it's affecting all of us. They need to get their S together the way we got our S together over here, and we can come together and have conversations, and then we can debate and come up with solutions. How about that? That's what we're supposed to do as human beings. We got to get on over the Philippines, where early footage shows moments of an earthquake hit the Philippines. They got people running around in the streets, look like dogs just trying to find scurrying to find cover. Yes, this happened yesterday, you guys. Let's go. Philippines, breaking news information right here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, earthquake, Philippines. Let me open this up. Let's go. Regular evening, everybody's just hanging out. Next thing you know, they run to the middle of the street. I guess they feel some tremors, and all HELL hockey stick starts to break loose right here. Even the dogs and cats. Look at the dogs and the cats running around trying to find somewhere to go. Still going, still tremors. Philippines, you guys. And I guess the best thing that they can do is try to come to the clearest ground that they found was the middle of the streets. But yo, I saw some people like booking it up the block, trying to get up out of there. Hell with all these buildings, I'm out. I'm going to find me a field. Yeah, here we go. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got this firestorm after the DA refuses to charge the sixth offender, convicted felon who entered a girl's locker room. Lord have mercy. Wood chipper time, y'all. It's wood chipper time. I think it's wood chipper time, you guys. I would have to say it's a wood chipper time.
The Fairfax County District Attorney facing a firestorm after he refused to charge a sex offender who claimed to be a trans woman to access a girl's locker room. And now the Virginia Attorney General is taking him to task. And Alexandria Hoff has much more. Hi, Alex.
Hi, Dana. Yeah, these offenses, according to police, span two neighboring Northern Virginia counties, Fairfax and Arlington. But as of right now, Richard Cox is only being charged in Arlington. Actually, the trial is currently underway, and prosecutors say he exposed himself to women and children at a rec center and two high schools during hours when the facilities were open for public use.
A biological male who identifies as transgender and who also happened to be a registered sex offender was standing there completely naked with no regard for the other patrons, among whom were at least a dozen little girls.
So Cox was confronted by police after similar complaints were made in Fairfax County, but he hasn't been charged there, despite new details from the Arlington trial, where detectives testified that Cox had Fairfax County children's swim classes along with child pornography on his phone. Now, Fairfax County District Attorney Steve Descano's office pointed Fox News to a statement by police that says after a criminal investigation, quote, "There is no probable cause to support charges in Fairfax County at this time. There was no probable cause to access Mr. Cox's phone at that time." Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares, he has had it with all this. He stated, "Let's be clear, Richard Cox was hunting little girls in Fairfax County. What is it going to take for Descano to do his job?"
No, I think it's going to take for street justice and for the people to handle it, because that's what's going to start happening. People are going to get peed off at the law not doing what they're supposed to do, and they're going to take the law in their own hands, especially when it comes to our little ones. How many of you guys, I know that y'all don't like the drama and y'all don't like beef, but when it comes to the kids, we have to make sure that the kids are safe, even if they're not doing it. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up, because we got to get on over to where I am. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap, and I make it there, I'll make it anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York, Yeah, well, we got some exclusive chaos that's breaking out in New York right now in this courtroom. They're not playing right now. Somebody KILLDD, this NYPD officer, and they not playing. Check this out, you guys. Let's get on over to this action-packed courtroom series situation going on right here. I want you guys to see. Let's get into it. Open up this screen. Let's go.
Chaos inside a Brooklyn criminal court this morning. The suspect accused of leaving the scene of a crash that killed an off-duty NYPD officer was arraigned today, but the hearing erupted into violence. Thanks for being with us. I'm Amanda Bossard, and News 12's Kelly Kennedy joins us now with the exclusive story.
This was the scene inside Brooklyn Criminal Court just moments after 30-year-old Carlos Almanzar Toribio was arraigned. He's charged with leaving the scene of a deadly crash that took the life of off-duty NYPD officer Jay Pena. Sources tell News 12 that moments after Toribio was let out of court, Pena's 18-year-old brother lunged at someone in the courtroom. A scuffle broke out. A court officer was hurt, and Pena's brother was arrested. You can see him right here being escorted out by officers. Toribio's charges stem from a crash on the BQE back in August. Police say Officer Pena was riding his motorcycle when he was hit by a box truck Toribio was driving. PBA President Patrick Henry says Toribio needs to be held accountable.
He saw our brother on the side of the road. He then removed part of the motorcycle from the box truck and continued to leave.
Toribio is charged with several felonies, including leaving the scene of an accident and tampering with evidence. Officer Jay Pena had 4 years on the job and was a member of the 84th Precinct.
Terrible.
Losing a 30-year-old son in the prime of his life who had so much,
promise
ahead of him.
Toribio pleaded not guilty to all charges. Again, this was a very emotional, very heated day in court. Toribio is still behind bars, and he'll be back in court on November 18th.
Would you sacrifice your freedom for millions of dollars? This is my question right now to you guys. Let's say, for instance, if I told you right now, I give you $4 million if you go to jail for 5 years. Would you do it? Hands up like this for yes, thumbs down for no. $4 million you're being offered. Hands up like this if you're going to take that $4 million. You're not going to take the $4 million for the 5 years. Thumbs down. Question. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I got a reason I'm asking you guys this question. We got one person right there says allegedly, he's like, I'm taking it. We got who else we got? We got some people that's take VIP auction group. You're gonna take the $4 million for 5 years? Okay, VIP. Mr. Artistic J said, hell no. We got a lot of people with the hands up. For real? Yo, you guys are, what? What? Yo, y'all stronger than me up in here. Nope. You know why? Because you never know when one day, one of those days can be a Shankenstein day. Yeah. It's all over. It's all over. It's all over. No thanks. I want to do my days out here. I hear you guys. I'd rather keep on banging at this nail to try to make my 4 million my way. You see how I love you guys so much and we can agree to disagree? The reason I'm asking this question right now is because there's a famous drill rapper. His name is Chef G. He speaks before he turns himself in for 5 years prison term. I look at that kind of like a trade-off. You got the Gills Nang affiliation. You got the crowd, all the drill rap stuff going on. You're actually good at that. You actually start doing drills and being a part of it. But then on the other side, you get locked up and now you got to go to jail for 5 years. Okay, so I guess he's going to do some promo, use the time, drop a couple of albums while he's inside. That's why I'm saying stuff like this. I happen to be a rapper myself. I do music. But the thing about it is it seems like the other part of people's lives are what they really have to do to make money because there's really not that much money in rap, i.e. why you see a lot of rappers, doing the things like this now. Cameron, Mace, and so on. Nori. Check this out.
Founding father of Brooklyn drill music and also a gangland godfather.
All right, today Brooklyn rapper Chef G turned himself in for a 5-year prison sentence, and only our Lisa Evers talked to him
while he was walking into court. Lisa.
Well, Stephen, Natasha, 27-year-old multi-platinum rapper and ex-gang leader Chef G has long-term dreams of music superstardom and luxury living, and he's made progress towards that. But first, he has to handle unfinished business from the streets he used to run, a 5-year prison term for attempted murder and conspiracy.
There you go, Joe.
Michael Williams, known to his millions of fans as drill and sexy drill rapper Chef G, gathered on a corner across the street from State Supreme Court with his girlfriend, family, and his attorney, Arthur Aidala, to face a tune no one ever wants to hear. Time to turn yourself in. But first, he left a few words for the kids he knows look up to him.
Stay safe, be safe, play safe, and do everything that you dream about. In a circle.
Okay. Inside the packed courtroom, Chef G stood with attorney Aidala and asked the court to consider deducting time he served on a related gun charge. Last spring, Williams pleaded guilty to multiple counts of second-degree attempted murder and conspiracy after being arrested in one of the biggest gang cases ever in Brooklyn. The Brooklyn DA said he was a leading member of the 8 Trey Crips and 9 Ways gang, accused of shootings, gun possession, and stealing cars. Instead of the 20-year prison term sought by prosecutors, Supreme Court Justice Danny Chun gave Chef G 5 years, noting in the record that the evidence did not prove he was a trigger puller himself.
They wanted Michael Williams, Chef G, to go to jail for decades, literally decades. But the judge read the 1,800 minutes of pages of the case, and he felt very differently. He felt that their case wasn't that strong, that Michael Williams, it was questionable about what he actually did, and he did the best he could do, the judge, and he offered him the least amount of time in prison, which is 5 years.
Tonight, Chef G will be sleeping on Rikers Island and may spend several weeks there before being transferred to state prison. Attorney Aidala says he will still try to get the time reduced. And Chef told me in an exclusive interview that he intends to continue his music career and steer clear of the streets. Stephen.
Hopefully, we got 5 years to get right as far as that's concerned. But things change in 5 years. A lot of sound changes, which is called, hey, what's the tone right now? What's the levels? As you guys know, people like Bobby Schmurder went inside and did 8 years, came out. Who else? Your boy Tekashi 6ix9ine did a year, came out. It's always not the same, especially with the more time that you get, you know? Who else? A lot of other people did that, but you know, it might turn out to be a beneficial situation for the brother. Hopefully he turns himself around and doesn't get in more affiliation while he's in there, because that would mean in situations probably making his life worse. We got to get on over to Florida right now. We got this Tampa where we got dozens of victims that's been discovered inside of a mansion linked to the church scheme, forced labor. We got more. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? We're talking about Reverend Sideshow Bob. Let's go, y'all. We got to get into this Reverend situation. I told you we're going to keep on doing recaps on these thieves and letting you guys know what's going on, right? So we got to get into it. Let's go. The male version of the black Sideshow Bob. That's right here.
Dozens of people living together inside of a Tampa mansion and treated like slaves. Those are just some of the accusations against 2 church leaders who were busted last month in a series of nationwide raids. The new details are laid out in court documents for Michelle Brannon, who lived at the Tampa mansion, as federal prosecutors ask a judge to hold her in jail through her trial. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer has been following this since last month. So Aaron, what are we learning today?
Allie, first of all, this is the first time since the raids last month that we're getting an idea of what investigators found at that mansion in Avila. When federal agents raided a massive mansion in Tampa's upscale Avila community last month, Skyfox captured some eye-opening images. Court documents released this week reveal what exactly authorities found. Several Mercedes-Benz and Bentley sedans topped with gift bows and crates containing life-sized expensive stone statues and decorative pillars for landscape installation.
They're not using the money for good. They're literally using it to fund their very lavish lifestyle.
A lifestyle that for David E. Taylor and his Kingdom of God Global Church included several properties across the country that were all busted. Since then, Leslie Portillo has been following the case closely. She used to work for Taylor, but left after witnessing his alleged abuse.
I did see David Taylor get aggressive with the staff.
On Tuesday, she was stunned to learn what else investigators say they found at the Avila mansion. According to prosecutors, The church's executive director, Michelle Brannon, was living there, and she's accused of having 57 workers and victims, some underage, living with her, all part of a forced labor scheme. Authorities say the victims were crammed into shared living spaces, sleeping on floors.
Tell me he does not look like a version of Sideshow Bob or some sort of a circus clown. How could you follow this person? Like, seriously? Like, come on, y'all. What can he help you talk about? Burgers? Food? Come on.
And forced by Taylor and Brannon to work long hours for free. Prosecutors say workers had to raise money for the church or face abuse.
They're not getting paid for anything. They're literally like brainwashed to think like they're volunteering their time to do, ministry work.
Investigators say Taylor and Brannon collected $50 million and used most of it for themselves. New court documents reveal Brannon even had $500,000 in gold bars and $60,000 in cash in her bedroom. The details were released this week as part of Brannon's bond hearing in Michigan.
The family members.
She was trying to stash that money. Homegirl had her some gold bars. And she had some serious money there. Yeah, too bad. It's gone now. Let's see what's going to happen with that case. Let's get on into this next one right here. But we got this police situation where they swarm D4 Vid's home. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content. Also, give me all the money in your pockets right now. Give it to me. No. Forget that. Do me a favor and double tap that screen because we need the ends to justify the means when it comes down to the numbers. Let's keep on going to this Celeste Riva situation as we're going to start off right here.
Turns out a full SWAT team showed up at his house. We've got the body cam to prove it. We're going to show you the full body cam and explain what happened and why it is such an incredible coincidence, or is it, in the case of this dead teenager. He has not been charged. Why is that? And was any of this part of it?
So now SWAT has raided the family's house, his mother and father's house. David, the singer, they raided his family's mother and father's home.
That's coming in just a moment, but also we're learning a lot more about this victim, Celeste, the 14-year-old girl, and her life before she met the singer. It turns out a boyfriend who she left for the singer is now speaking and talking about what Celeste's life was before. Here he is sitting with his mom and telling TMZ all about Celeste just before she disappeared from her family to leave him to go to the singer. Turns out Celeste told him a lot of things. We're going to talk about that story. We're also going to talk about this really weird thing that was happening in West Hollywood. Peeping Tom probably doesn't describe it well enough. Some guy for 7...
No. We got to keep going on that topic right there. Let's keep it on that one. Let's keep it on that topic right there. Let's go.
To begin with police action, a lot of it, in the story of a rising superstar named David and his dead underage girlfriend named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. We have heard it before, and we heard it again just last night, that Celeste ran away from her family again and again for a reason. Reports said that the girl's home life was troubled. Her middle school boyfriend, before she ran off with David, said that her mother treated her badly and that she often talked about running away. And now TMZ has the receipts of repeated police visits to Celeste's family home in Lake Elsinore, California, 70 miles away from the Hollywood Hills, where Celeste sought refuge in David's mansion.
Mm-hmm.
TMZ has learned that the Riverside County Sheriff's Department responded to calls about Celeste's family or from Celeste's family about 11 times in a little over a year. The dates are February 24, 2024 to April 2025.
So just because it seems like everyone has an okay home life and everything's going great, that's not the case all the time. You've probably had situations, I've probably had situations with family members that makes you want to leave and not be around them. This was escalated in order for that to happen, for them to be called over there 11 times. There's much more to the story because there has to be an origination in order for there to be an end. And this could have ended anyway. This could have been a boy that wasn't being taken care of, and he found his way to the streets. got involved with the wrong type of people, and next thing you know, he's in jail. Where does it all start from? It starts from home. That's what I'm basically trying to say. If the home life is shaky, it's really hard to expect anything else to be stable. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
And remember, the family reported Celeste missing for the last time in April of 2024. So those calls continued for a year while she was ostensibly missing. And until this week, we believed that April of 2024 was the last time that they'd seen each other, right? Celeste and her family. But now we know different. And I'm going to come back to that in a hot minute. All of the police visits were listed as, quote, minor crime investigation, except for one of them. And that one was described as, quote, suspicious circumstances. Again, no details available from the police, but the dates of these calls speak volumes. 3 of the calls happened on one day, March 19th. 2024, which, by the way, yeah, that's the day that Celeste ran away. She was caught on surveillance camera in a neighborhood liquor store, running down the street at 7 a.m.
So yeah, it's like if it's not a good place for you to be at your own home, you're gonna run to the streets, and guess what? Kids make bad decisions and wind up with the wrong people. And yeah, it goes from there. Let's keep on moving forward now to one of our title stories, where this man that's actually been charged with obstruction of justice related to the Charlie Kirk murder case appears in court. Let's go, y'all. Let's keep it going.
The man charged with obstruction of justice after the murder of Charlie Kirk appeared today in court. It was a quick meeting with George Zinn's attorney asking to push back a bail hearing. However, Zinn interrupted a few times, asking to address the court.
I would just like to ask if there was the opportunity to do OR, since it's a fairly high-profile situation, and
that you please stop talking, and as we discussed, I'm going to talk for you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
The judge told him that he would have the opportunity to address the court in his sentencing if his case goes that far. Zinn's accused of telling officers he shot Kirk, but later admitted he was not involved. He's also facing charges for child pornography.
Yeah.
So we reached out to you, as we often do, because you...
So they've been investigating him, basically. Once they ran him down for that, they ran him down for everything. Let's get down to this part right here, because they're basically saying that they should have been better security down in Butler. It should have been like something better. Guys letting people come inside of this place with no metal detectors, no cameras, no extra security. Something's basically bound to happen. Check this out, you guys.
Bobby Chacon, retired FBI agent. Let's start with some of the failures that we know about, because that's coming into focus now. And an Associated Press review found several security failures the day of Charlie Kirk's killing. The courtyard of the event was surrounded by several tall buildings, leaving Kirk vulnerable. No drone deployed, only 6 officers on site, no bags checked, no metal detectors. Now let's pause. We'll get to the next thing, which is tonight. But let's just look back for a moment. There was a lot to learn from that, Bobby.
Yeah, Harris, it's unusual. It's almost echoes of Butler, Pennsylvania, right? I mean, how do you have such a high-profile person who has outstanding death threats against him in that kind of environment where the threats can come from so many different places, and yet you don't have a larger security apparatus in place? It really, there's room for questions here.
It's interesting because part of piecing together this case, I would think, both for the investigation and then for what happens inside the courtroom, obviously, you've got to take a look at where maybe the situation was porous, because that's what you're talking about. And the suspected assassin, in this regard, would have to know what about all of that? Or was there just kind of this overall effect, well, it's a college campus, it probably doesn't have these things, it might not be that hard?
Yeah, well, one of the things is that the way Charlie liked to conduct these things is very, very, face-to-face, really in-person contact. The people are right up close to him. And so, he did like to get out among the people, and that always presents that kind of additional danger. But at the same time, there are not, you don't have to have the level of a presidential security but there could be somewhere in between. You could, put people on rooftops. I mean, rooftops are now what we're seeing more and more used for these type of situations. So maybe, just a few officers on rooftops nearby is enough to kind of stave off, an attempt like that.
Let's get to another clip. I want to go to a whole nother topic, you guys, right now. Go back to like the body language, no matter if it's a human being or an animal. We run away from things that we're in fear of, and we get close to things that we feel comfortable with. Common sense. Well, the reason why I'm saying is because you guys saw Celeste, the girl, as she was running down the street trying to get away from her family. Similar situation happened, but it wasn't with a person. It was actually with a dog. Yeah. We got to go to Detroit right now. This dog leaps from a 2-story home as the police investigate. And I can tell you what happened in this situation. I can tell you. Dog was getting pow beat in the house with a stick. And the dog saw the window and just went for it. That's exactly what happened. The story and the clip is going to explain itself right now why I'm saying that. And I think that this person that did this needs to be put up on charges. And that's why I want to keep on pushing this story out here to see more people know about it and not just let it die on deaf ears.
Fox 2 problem solvers are working for you tonight. After receiving a jarring video of a dog jumping out of a second-story window in Detroit, we started asking questions and we got to work. This 2-story home sits on Detroit's west side. Home security video sent to Fox 2 shows the dog leaping out of a top-floor window, hitting the ground and scampering off, limping. Then what appears to be its owner comes out with a stick or pole.
You see that human come out of the house so angry with a stick, almost to finish a job.
Sources tell us the dog never came home. After the video was anonymously sent to us, Fox 2 problem solvers' first call was to Christina Millman-Rinaldi, head of Detroit Dog Rescue.
He looks back very fearfully. He's limping. This wasn't, my belief is this dog was not the aggressor in the situation. Nobody was trying to protect themselves.
Her team went to do a welfare check this week and no answer. Then we went to Detroit Animal Care and Control for answers. They tell us they've been monitoring this situation since August, but this is the first time they've seen that video. After they did, an investigator went to the home and cited the owner for having too many dogs in the house, no licenses, and no rabies vaccines. They tell us this is still an active investigation.
Thank you, Daisy.
My concern is other animals in the home. My bigger concern is on a human level. Are there kids in the home? What was the issue? Is there an anger issue?
So, Taryn, this happened in the area, 7 Mile and Telegraph. You know me, I love dogs. We searched the area, could not find the dog. If you do recognize the pup, I know the story's on our website. You can call Detroit Dog Rescue. They'll come out and take a look.
I hope they don't give that dog back to that Bertha, that big old beastly looking animal that basically put his hands on him, because that was crazy. We got to go on over to this next story right here where the DOJ directs prosecutors to investigate Soros-linked groups over Tilsner's ties. Let's go.
I'm national correspondent Kayla Gaskins in Washington. George Soros has one of the most powerful pocketbooks in politics, backing progressive causes and politicians. The Justice Department now digging into whether groups funded by him crossed the line from activism to extremism. Critics have long argued billionaire political donor George Soros' philanthropies take it too far, funding not just activists, but terrorists who wreak havoc on American society. The Justice Department aiming to answer those questions. According to reporting by the New York Times, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche's office instructed at least 6 U.S. attorneys to follow the money from George Soros' Open Society foundations to see if they are, in fact, fueling domestic terrorism. Possible charges reportedly include arson, wire fraud, racketeering, and material support for terrorism.
We're going to look into Soros because I think it's a RICO case against him and other people. Because this is more than like protests. This is real agitation. This is riots on the street.
According to the Times, the DOJ partially spurred to action by this report by the Conservative Capital Research Center, accusing Open Society foundations of giving $80 million to pro-terror groups involved in the riots of 2020.
They're following the money. What do you guys think about that? I really want to know, because it's been like a red flag for a while. You know, when I heard of BLM, and I'm like, this said some guy named George Soros is funding that. What do you mean? Who the hell is George Soros? And he's the one that's making all the money from the T-shirts and everything? You mean to tell me all these people out here with these BLM T-shirts, they're not making nothing off of it? Really? He funded this thing, created it? But that's what they said. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Don't beat me up in the comments because we're going to keep on moving forward now because we got to get on over for this search for this convicted felon that was accidentally released from prison. And this is something that the whole neighborhood and area should have been scared about because what he got arrested for in the first place was pretty crazy. So we got a search going on.
Off the top at 5, we begin with breaking news. Investigators are asking for your help this evening to track down a convicted killer that was accidentally released from prison.
James, 45 Daniels, was serving time for his crime in Lake City. That's about an hour away from Gainesville. At least one of his crimes playing out here in Opelika. Good evening, I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Elliot Rodriguez. Multiple agencies are on the case tonight trying to find him and figure out how this happened. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is joining us live from Sweetwater. And Larry, this man is considered armed and dangerous, right?
That is what authorities are telling us, and we're getting bits and pieces from different agencies. Just getting a statement moments ago that I want to share with you from the Miami-Dade County Sheriff's Office that James Edward Daniels was released from the TGK facility here in Miami-Dade County by mistake. According to the U.S. Marshals here, who are leading the search for him at this hour, along with FBI agents, they are saying that he was being transferred to Miami-Dade County to begin serving time for local charges when this happened. Meanwhile, again, we mentioned the Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office releasing that statement about Daniels being mistakenly released. They did not provide details. They say they are investigating, but they did release this wanted flyer. James Edward Daniels is 60 years old and goes by the nickname 45. Authorities consider him armed and dangerous because of the nature of the crimes that put Daniels in prison.
He probably somewhere on the beach, like we're gonna make us some shrimp. He doing that Shawshank right now. If I know him, he probably somewhere Shawshanking right now on the beach somewhere. Yeah. If it was me, I ain't trying to go back to the old neighborhood. Let's go to Cuba. Let's go. Hey, it looked like okay. Keep on moving forward now because Trump was left in awe by these pediatric cancer surviving little kids. You know, we always try to bring the harmony to stories, good things, and make you guys smile a little bit besides all of the badness that we see in the world. Let's get a little bit of harmony going on and good things with some little kids. It's always great with the animals and especially great with the kids. What the kids have to say in this?
How about you back there, Dad? Actually,
these are all children cancer survivors.
I'd like my daughter to speak.
I like that much.
Caroline would like to speak. She's lost for years.
Good. I'd like you to speak.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Carolyn Hendricks. When I was 4 years old, I was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a pediatric bone cancer. 11 years later, I'm now 16 years old, and I'm doing great. What you're doing today, Mr. President, means that kids like me will get better options and so much more hope for the future. This will help doctors use technology to find cures faster, match patients to trials more quickly, and give our families more control over our health. For kids, every day counts. This order shows that our lives matter enough to be first in line for innovation. On behalf of children and young adults with cancer, those still fighting and those in remission like me, and families who wish that they had more time together, thank you for making us a national priority. Mr. President, because of actions like this, kids like me have the chance to grow up, to chase our dreams, and to live full lives. And that is the greatest gift anyone could ever give.
Wow, that was so good. There's a big service, Father.
Yes, sir.
That's great. When did you learn how to speak like that?
I've done lots of speeches for childhood cancer over the last few years, and I'm also in a theater program, so that helps a lot.
Well, good. That's a great job. Would anybody like to say something? Would you like to say something, honey?
Yes. I'm Eleni Myers, I'm 9 years old, and I had a blood cancer called leukemia when I was only 2 years old. I had to get treated at 7 different hospitals across this country, and I had to have 2 bone marrow transplants, one for my dad and one for my mom. and I had to spend many days and the nights in the hospital getting pokies and yucky medicine. And me and my parents were very worried, and I had to go through those 7 different hospitals to find the best treatment that can make me better. And thank you, Mr. President, for making everything happen today. So kids like me and Laura, we can still be living today and speaking.
We're not doing so well today. They're doing so good. That was fantastic. Thank you. And you're feeling good now? Are you all better? You're pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you're gonna do good. Anybody like to say something?
There you go, y'all. You see what that's what I'm talking about. When he's talking to the survivors, especially the little kids, don't that make you feel warm and good inside? Do your boy a favor for understanding that we got to break it up sometime and not always have the drama going on. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Do your boy a favor. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, why haven't you? Hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Those little 3 dots, hit that right there. That's how you hit the likes, I'm assuming. Or you can go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also, give me all the money in your pockets. They be running from that. Ask for some money. Y'all out of here. Let me keep on moving forward, y'all, because we got to go to your friend, someone that you guys love so much. I hate to say it like that, but you know I always set you guys up when I do that. They're saying that she's unashamed. I'm talking about no other than Ilhan Omar, who defends her vile comments on Charlie Kirk slurs. So check this out, you guys. We're going to keep on moving forward. I hate to do it. Sometimes we break it up. We got to bring it right back.
Let's bring in Sky News contributor Kosha Gator. Kosha, Ilhan Omar is going to find out the hard way that Charlie Kirk's legacy is far greater, far more consequential than anything she or her squad members are going to be achieving.
I think she already knows that, Rita, on some level, but she is unashamed, unabashed, telling us exactly who she is in some strange upside-down way. You almost have to admire it because she's just tripling down, quadrupling down in that belief. I think, cynically, in the narrow world of just her retaining her seat, as long as she continues to do that and the demographics where she lives are favorable to that, and once you become an incumbent, it does get harder and harder to be unseated, though it certainly is happening more and more. Unless and until that happens, I would say that she doesn't care. She's going to continue to be true to her belief system with no shame whatsoever. Mm-hmm. The only good news I would offer is that, broadly speaking, she and her kind, whether it's Jimmy Kimmel, whether it's everyone else, they are losing right now. They're losing electorally. They're losing in the court, they're losing culturally, and that is something, but they haven't lost. And while they're losing, but they haven't lost, this is actually a dangerous time, and you're going to see much more, I think, vicious vitriol and even violence coming out, unfortunately, and that's why the right really has to fight harder against people.
We play both sides of the coin over here, you guys. Fox, MSNBC, BBC, we go everywhere. We cover it all because we have a lot of people in a lot of countries as well as states that come and watch the show every single day. That's right. We got to get on over to Florida where we got this operations with doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Doo, doo, doom, doom. Y'all know it was coming. Doo, doo, doom, doom. Can't do a whole show without who? Ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Get your hands up. No. Okay, y'all, let's keep on moving forward. We got to go to this ICE operation. One-way ticket out of here. That's the name of the operation. It's called Operation One-Way Ticket. Traffic enforcement that leads to what? We're going to get into it right now, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's
Handcuffed and shackled. News 6 was at the Brevard County Sheriff's Office K-9 training facility when dozens of people were brought in for processing after being arrested in a week-long immigration enforcement operation dubbed Operation One-Way Ticket.
And this operation sends a clear and uncompromising message. Florida will not tolerate lawlessness within our borders.
Over the span of 4 days, more than 350 people were arrested in the multi-agency operation, including these arrests yesterday near a construction site on Fisk Boulevard. They will all be deported, but the sheriff could not say whether any of them have criminal backgrounds.
I get it. I know there are those out there that don't agree with this.
Brevard County Sheriff Wayne Ivey.
If you come into our country without permission, if you come into our country illegally, you broke the law. And we are a nation of law and order.
But there has been pushback. Kelly Walker, who is the deputy director of the ICE field office in Florida, says there has been an increase in attacks.
We have seen a significant increase of targeted attacks on ICE officers and our 287G partners and our Border Patrol partners as we do this enforcement mission.
So yeah, it's not going down as easy as they talk. And you notice one thing that you heard right in the beginning of this story? They're doing this at a K-9 training facility, because if they take those people back to the ICE facility, there may be sorts of demonstrations and all sorts of things going on. So they have to actually be a little creative when it comes down to how they're going to start processing people now. Keep on moving forward, because we have a thuntha, T-H-U-N-T-H-A, thuntha dunt, T-U-N-D-U-N-T. That's the correct way of spelling it. You guys always be like da-dun, da-dun. No, that's not correct. It's T-H-U-N, thun, T-H-A, dunt. You're a thuntha. Here we go. We got a thuntha here that named Charlie Jarvis, who was sentenced to jail for a $175 million fraud case. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let me tell you something. When you get to the top, when you start doing certain things in your company and your business starts to go well, instead of trying to do things that's going to get you further in trouble, sell some stuff off, file bankruptcy, talk to the people, let people know what's going on. Stop trying to spend so much. Find ways to cut back, sell some real estate, but don't do this. Let's go, y'all. Let's go.
Once a star CEO on the Forbes 30 Under 30 list, but now a judge has sentenced this startup founder turned fraudster to 7 years in prison after being convicted of duping a major investment bank out of a staggering $175 million.
We started Frank with really thinking about how are we the ally for the student and the family.
Charlie Javis sold her startup company called Frank to JP Morgan Chase back in 2021. At the time, she claimed her company, which helped streamline the financial aid process for low-income college students, had millions of users. But after the deal went through, JP Morgan discovered that number was close to just 300,000, and Javis had fabricated most of the user information. Javis, now 33, was convicted in March, prosecutors requesting a 12-year prison sentence, but her lawyer asking for lenience, dismissing comparisons between Javis and disgraced entrepreneur Elizabeth Holmes, claiming that Javis's company was real, unlike Holmes's company Theranos, which sold a fake blood testing product. Javis's lawyer also arguing the bank shouldered some responsibility,
Thank you, Jimmy.
saying it was a 28-year-old versus 300 investment
Thank you,
bankers
Jimmy.
from the largest bank in the world, and claiming they rushed the acquisition. The judge agreeing the bankers do shoulder some blame, but adding the sentencing hearing was about punishing Javis's conduct, not JP Morgan's stupidity. Along with the 7-year prison sentence, the judge also ordering Javis to pay nearly $300 million in restitution, telling her, I don't...
So that's more than she stole. Thuntha. She's a thuntha. It's more than you stole. Now you got to do time, plus you got to be up in there with them silver bracelets. Silver bracelets, they're one size fits all for everybody. Come on, y'all.
I don't think you'll be committing other crimes, but others have to be deterred. And Javis telling her, I don't think you'll be committing other crimes. With the 7-year prison sentence, the judge also ordering Javis to pay nearly $300 million in
Okay, you stole 175, but the judge wants you to give back 287. So even when you come back after them 7 years, you got more than 5 on it. You owe all that paper, boo-boo. Stupid move, stupid move. 300,000 ain't too far. You know what you do? Keep on promoting your business. Keep on getting it out there till you get a few million. And tell the truth. Probably wouldn't have got as much money from JP Morgan. Maybe you would have got 20, 30 million, but you wouldn't be locked up and having to pay more back. Keep on moving forward, you guys. It ain't a joke. We're gonna keep on moving forward. That's what we call a true thuntha. I know she probably thought that she was going through it, trying to find ways to get out of it. But yeah. And y'all, do me a favor, you guys. When you see the elderly on a train, don't do what this person right here did in Thailand. Let's be respectful to our elderly. Even if they see a whole bunch of other seats over there and they're empty, You know, and they're saying that they want you to get up. Get up, youngster. Get up. I want that seat. Just get your behind up and move to the next seat. Don't do what this lady did, because this elderly lady right here, she got a little angry. I guess she wanted to sit down fast and she didn't want to sit over here. So we got this shocking moment where this man dressed as a woman actually kicks this old lady. Yeah, we got this guy over here that kicks this lady. How do I know? Because he starts talking like Barry White after he kicks the lady. And he sounds just like me. And the smooth grooves and the tunes. Yeah, like a DJ. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Check this craziness out. No audio. So she bumps him with the bag. Can you hold my bag for me? Now, it wasn't a big kick, but it's still like, you know, don't put your feet on the lady, sir. And now he's like, yeah.
You can try one more time.
You can try one more time.
You can try one more time.
But you did notice the skirt action. You noticed the skirt action. You noticed the skirt, right? So yeah, homeboy had on the one piece and kicked the old lady. I call it for what I see, and I'm not calling them other names or whatever like that. Homeboy. When I see people dressed like that, especially when they're trying to come on to me, I'll be on the dating site or whatever like that, trying to click, see who I can holler at or whatever like that. Next thing you know, dude pop on. Hey, yo, what's up? I'll be like, yo, what's up, my guy? What's up, bro? How you doing? What's good? I'm like, what are you talking about? Yo, what's good, sir? They be like, oh, I don't play that game, sir. Get out of here. I ain't playing that. You got to go on over to Epic Academy. Honor roll student, lost his life in Chicago. Powing, blocked from the school. Terrible, tragic situation right here. When I say honor roll and this entire school is sad about this situation right here, terrible, tragic loss of life. I think that this kid would have been something major if he would have been able to make it. Sorry, guys. Let's go.
It's a somber day here at Epic Academy after finding out 17-year-old Trayvon Freeman was shot and killed near the school.
Terrible.
School officials say some students didn't come to school today because of the homicide. 17-year-old Trayvon Freeman is more than a student. He was a bright light in Epic Academy's halls and classrooms. That's the way school officials describe the honor roll student. They say he was enrolled in all advanced placement courses, a true scholar, and a candidate for student council president. His absence leaving a void that cannot be filled.
Chicago State, someone is shot approximately 10 times, laying in the bushes.
Police say Freeman was in the 8300 block of South Baker when he was approached by two people. According to school officials, they then robbed him of his backpack and shot him.
We're going to do a 0110 and announce 0845.
School officials say he had just gotten a new bike. This was his first time riding it to school. Here it is, minutes before he was killed. He met with friends to grab snacks before heading into class. They say he wanted to ride his bike around the block one more time before going inside. That's when the shooting happened. To honor Freeman's love for school and learning, the Epic Academy is taking the entire school to the Museum of Science and Industry to immerse themselves in knowledge.
Damn.
As a sign of unity and a call for peace, students and staff wore orange on Tuesday. Orange is the color of gun violence prevention.
Damn.
Their homecoming dance was scheduled for this Friday at Russell Square Park, right across the street from the school, but students felt that wasn't a safe space. So school officials postponed the dance until Freeman's birthday, which is November 30th. That will be at a different location. Reporting in South Shore, Sade Gray, CBS News, Chicago.
Terrible tragedy situation right
It's
there.
a somber.
That kid would have been able to be somebody big right there. You could tell because the entire school is feeling it. They said he was a part of every single extra honor roll class. That means that he was really dedicated to scholarship, to scholar work, and really being something in this world. Terrible, tragic situation right there. I would love to pray for the family as well as him and the sadness that's surrounding this situation. I ask for it to please leave, especially when it comes down to all of the children, the staff, all of the family members that are affected by this. We ask for your protection this day and moving forward forever, Lord. Amen. Amen, you guys. Terrible situation right there. We got the federal officials who's cracking down on immigration fraud. What type of immigration fraud? Fake marriages, all types of crazy stuff going on. Let's go. I'm going to get into this one right here, right after. Where we got it? Where we at? Where we at? No, we ain't got that. I think we already up. I think we already put it up. Let me see. Yeah, right there. Let's go.
People to know that we are declaring war on immigration fraud.
Federal authorities are cracking down on immigration fraud. You heard it there, here in the Twin Cities. They say they've uncovered things like marriage fraud, visa overstays, and forged documents.
Fox 9's Mike Manzoni was at this news conference this afternoon. And Mike, investigators say that they looked at more than 1,000 cases as part of this crackdown.
Hey, Kelsey and Reddy, they ended up arresting 4 people and referred dozens of others to ICE. These are 2 photos of people they arrested, 2 of the 4 arrests during what they called Operation Twin Shield. It happened over the span of the last week and a half. Investigators say they found at least 275 cases of suspected immigration fraud. One case involved a man who admitted to using a fake death certificate from Kenya to convince the feds that his wife was dead, even though they say she's alive and lives here in Minneapolis.
Wow.
In another case, a suspected terrorist son overstayed his visa, they said, and committed marriage fraud. They arrested 4 undocumented immigrants and issued notices to appear or referred immigrants to ICE in 42 other cases. These are not victimless crimes. Every case of fraud we uncover damages our national security, undermines the integrity of our immigration system, and as I just gave you an example, has real consequences. At the end of the day, immigration fraud will not and will no longer be tolerated in this country.
Wow. Damn, 1,000 people. You seen people just straight up locked up, and now you gotta go home. What y'all think about that? Double tap that screen to get those likes up. We gotta go to Chicago where the feds surround an apartment building at DHS request. Military deployment, y'all. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, I'm hoping that they stop this because Chicago is really not the place.
Yeah, well, Governor Pritzker and other elected leaders believe the ramped up immigration enforcement is meant to intimidate. This comes as just overnight there was dozens of federal agents surrounding an apartment building. This is in the city's South Shore neighborhood. Video shows armed Border Patrol and FBI agents dressed in military gear near 75th and South Shore.
They rolling, y'all. Look at this.
One neighbor who did not want to be on camera says he saw 2 people detained. He described what unfolded.
People screaming, you hear loud bangs and pops, you hear, you see
it's going down around this country, y'all.
Standing, I don't know if with their parents or not. I mean, it's a little scary.
They surround a whole apartment building. That's an apartment building.
We have reached out to Border Patrol, the FBI, and ICE for more details on this situation. Governor Pritzker denounced the intensified federal law enforcement presence in a press conference yesterday. The governor says the Department of Homeland Security is requesting 100 military personnel to be sent to Illinois. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi is directing agents to protect ICE facilities after a weekend.
What did Tom Homan say? He said, if you guys don't let us in, we're going to flood the city. And if that's not flooding the city, whoo, that's flooding the city right there, boy. Double tap that screen to get those likes up to keep on going. Let's go on over to LAX, but we got this investigation underway after a jet was forced to land due to a near collision on the runway. Oh my God, I got a couple of flights I need to be on right now too. We do not need stuff like this to be happening right now. No.
A live look at LAX tonight, where an investigation is underway after an American Airlines jet had to slam on the brakes to avoid a plane on the runway.
KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk with a video that shows it all. Mike.
Yeah, Pat Rudame, we got word of this tonight. Our national desk with CBS News has been working on it. I pulled the radar data, which shows exactly when and how this incident happened. We'll get to that in a second. But I do want to show you the video. This video from Airlines Video Live. They were recording when that DHL plane right here, it's on the radio as German Cargo 619, came into land at LAX rather. Now, as it was coming into land, it was attempting to taxi off of the runways and over to the cargo area when an American Airlines plane was cleared to take off. Both of these planes ended up on the runway at the same time, and you'll hear the chaotic moments as air traffic controllers realize it.
German Cargo 619 heavy, stop. We are on the runway, so Cargo 619. Let's go off. American 2453, cancel takeoff clearance. 2453, stop.
An American Airlines jet was well down the runway when they had to stop their takeoff clearance, and they had to ultimately hit the brakes, go back to the gate, let their brakes cool down, check their fuel situation before eventually being able to depart LAX and take off again. I want to come to my computer here. I'm going to run you through exactly how this happened. I want you to keep an eye on these two aircraft. This is the American Airlines jet, and this is the DHL jet. Now, as we play the radar forward here, you're going to see the American Airlines jet right here goes across and turns to take off from runway 25 right, while you have the DHL plane attempting to cross 25 right at Quebec. Now you'll see both are on the runway at the same time. We'll pause it right there. This is the American Airlines jet going very fast at this point, even the radar indicating they may have even gotten some altitude. Meanwhile, the DHL jet is right closely in their way. Now that air traffic control audio that we listened to, just prior to that, the air traffic controller did warn this DHL plane that they needed to expedite their cross across 25 right because they had this aircraft coming in. So ultimately, that American Airlines jet canceled their takeoff clearance. They stopped. Nobody was hurt in all of this. But certainly tonight, a lot of questions about how this...
Ooh, talk about a close call. They need to start examining and really looking into stuff like that. I know you guys normally wait for the action, but close calls are real serious too. Let's get on over to this next situation where two women on vacation, they rescue a baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, mommy shark, do 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 do. They literally rescue a shark. Now, this is the second time this week we've seen somebody rescuing sharks. Now, I don't know about if I'm going to be messing around with no shark, because they know how to move. They're really flexible. Even if you grab their tail, I got a feeling that they could still bite you. Let's go.
Holy crap, what are you? I think it's a shark.
It's a shark.
Holy shit. What do I do? We gotta call someone and get him back in. Oh, sweetie, Baxter, don't go that close. Holy crap. No, Baxter, holy God. Okay, we gotta call someone. Who do we call?
Call nobody. Just pull him back in the water.
Oh, honey.
Baby shark.
I am. Oh my God! Watch out, dog! Dog! Oh my God! Watch out for your feet! Oh, Baxter, come here! Oh, sweetie! I hope you swim still.
No, you gotta give him more.
Yet.
Gotta give him more.
Oh, all right, he's getting close. He's getting close. Come on, flip over. Maybe flip him. Get the shark! Oh my God! I hope. Go,
Hopefully, let's pray, y'all. Let's hope that he swims off, y'all.
Swim, fishy. OMG! No wonder all the birds were hanging all over him. Oh, he's going. He's going.
You gotta put him in deeper.
Baxter, come here. Baxter. He's like, this is fascinating. Holy crap!
Would you guys do this? How many people would do it? Hands up like this if you would do this. Thumbs down if you wouldn't do it.
Get in there. Oh, we're gonna. Oh my God. Holy shit. I don't know. He keeps going the wrong way. Okay. Go.
I'll remember that when I start.
Go.
Well, at least he's getting his energy back because he's in some water. No, you got to pull him out further, ladies.
Oh, no.
Third attempt.
Come on, go.
This is the third attempt, guys. Push him.
Well, the teeth look big, but they look like they friggin' hurt. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. By the time, because this is definitely coming in quick. Come on, puppy. Come on, Baxter. Oh, there he goes. Go, buddy, go. Oh, come on, sweetie. Swim.
Hold the camera
All right,
up.
let's go. Let's go. Ready? You can do it. You're so close.
I hate to say it, but a man would have took care of this a long time ago. Beat me up in the comments. Do it. I don't care. I would have been out there like, look, move out the way. At this point, I'm scared of it and everything, but get out the way. Move. Get out the way. Get out the way, itch. Get out the way. Let me get to the shark. I would have threw him in the water by now. Come on.
See you moving.
I know she's peeing you guys off too,
Go
right?
back that way. But yeah, like you said, it'll be up to the wall. He's totally trying to swim. Oh, he's going, he's going. Oh my God, seriously. Oh, sweetie, go. He's going in the right direction. Look at that. He's swimming.
The current is so strong now. That current is strong.
Go, fishy. He's like waving to us at this point.
Oh boy, what an ordeal. Woo! Let's go ahead and double tap that screen and finally, thank God we got through that one. But like I said, y'all try to say anything you can do, I can do better. Check this out. Man, we'd have took care of that already and got that shark up out in the water. Don't be mad at me, ladies. Don't be mad at me. Don't beat me up in the comments. Please don't. Let's go to this little boy who finds a puppy and asks his mom if he can keep it. I had this situation happen to me before. I was just outside playing. All of a sudden, I see a puppy, and he just follows me home. And I'm like, Ma, can I keep it? And let me ask you guys a question. If you're a parent, how could you look at your adorable child's face and say no? How could you look at the puppy the way it's sitting there like, yeah, I'm your new puppy now. I'm talking about nothing but a whole bunch of adorableness going on right here. Nothing but adorableness. No audio. The boy is nervous, and the dog was huddled close to him and hoping that the mother would say yes. He found the stray puppy. The boy took a step and the puppy followed. It was afraid of being abandoned again. The boy nervously fidgeted with his hands. He was worried his mom wouldn't agree to keep it. She says, if it follows you, we'll keep it. It came over. So now look, with his mom's approval, the stray puppy moved in, had a bath, so hungry it just devoured its food. As you guys can see, he's happy to have his puppy. You probably do that the first night too, be staring at your puppy in the cage. Feeding them hot dogs. They said that the puppy is well behaved. Before school, the boy fed it sausages. The puppy followed him all the way to the door. It seemed reluctant to see him leave. Maybe it was afraid of being abandoned again. The boy patiently comforted it, signaled to go back and stay with his mom. The mom bought it a new leash, and they thrilled to go pick up the boy from school. His name is Xiaoman now. They named the puppy. Ain't that cute, you guys? See what I'm saying? All you need is love. I'm telling you, love is no joke. L-O-V-E, y'all. L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E. So many things can happen out of love, not just for animals, but for each other. I'm telling you, you shed love on somebody, show some care, you start seeing their skin get better, seeing they look better in their face. Come on, we can help each other, y'all. It's not always about you. Got to help out the animals as well as each other. That's what I believe. But check this out. Don't get close to no elephants, especially if they got calves. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. These tourists, they thought it was okay to get close to these elephants. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure if I can say that word. But I'm going to try to get it out right now. Let's just say trampled. Yeah, let's just say don't get close, too close, trying to be tourists. Oh my God, let's take pictures. that elephant said, "Arr! Get out of here." Yeah, don't be coming too close to my babies. It's going down. It's going down. I'm talking about some of the fastest row in your boat that I could ever do. You better hope that that elephant don't catch up with you. Because you see that strength for that elephant? Hell with this water. You went for my babies. That's all she know. You got too close. Come on, y'all. It's over now. She got him. She got him now.
Oh no.
That fool had the nerve to throw a branch at it. He threw a branch at, man, listen. That goes to show you, just because it's there, don't mean you should be going out there. Here we have the elephant's lair. I am Mr. Whatever, Mr. Wild Man with my little Jack Cousteau suit on or whatever like that. Now we're going to go over into the marsh. As you can see, you guys, we're coming up on a few elephants. Oh, look at the mighty specimen. Look how big it is. Next thing you know, that elephant said, "Run!" He got up out of there as fast as the hell they could go, except for the one that couldn't get out of there. Don't be playing around with my babies. That's just like Mama Bear. Don't be playing around with them babies. She was like, y'all came too close. Do not go too close. This is a dog right here that meets her babies after weeks of being apart. This is real cute right here. Yeah, we go into the cute stories too, guys. These people right here, they brought the dog back to see the babies after she gave birth.
You're probably glad to be away from your puppies.
Oh, yeah.
Mama dog about to meet her puppies. Do you see that smile on her face? Do you see that? For the first time, because she was a stray, and they had to take her to a shelter. There she had her babies, and somebody adopted her, but the babies are still up for adoption.
When I put Happy in the truck, she was a little concerned at first. She was like, "Where are my babies?" And I brought her right to her babies at the foster's house. And she was so happy to see them again after they were separated. She had a smile on her face. She went and kind of gave them all kisses. It's so cute. But Happy's story, I don't even know where to start. What, Mom? Hello! Aren't they beautiful? That was precious. One day, a woman sent me a message and said, "Hey, can you help me with this mama dog and her puppies?" Happy started stealing the cat food at this woman's house. She knew that Happy was nursing because that was pretty obvious with how she looked. So she started putting dog food out because she felt so horrible for her. Then a couple weeks went by and Happy brought her puppies to this house.
Wow.
Little babies! Little babies! She just wanted to make sure that they were safe. Good girl. What are you doing here, son?
Oh, he is so cute. Look at he's gorgeous. Look at that.
But the lady couldn't give these dogs what they needed. That's why she called me. When I first met her, she ran to me from the house and just jumped up and gave me a big hug. I think she knew that her life was about to change for the better. Oh, Mom, look at this chunky monkey. Go get your mama. Unfortunately, we don't have a place to house these dogs, but we just kind of sprung into action and started making a plan for her and her puppies. We got them into separate homes, and they're just very happy. She's been through so much in her life, and yet she's still willing to give so much love.
And y'all give pit bulls the bad end of the stick, boy. Some of the best animals, some of the best dogs that you'll ever have in your life. That's why it's my favorite dog. That's why it is. I know y'all still tripping off that elephant story, right? Hey, things happen. And like I said, what you doing coming so close next to them elephants? Y'all want to try to make some money? All y'all got to do is hit that link in the description so y'all can make some money, 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 money. And you could make up to $700 today. I found some real good surveys. Hit the link in the description, fill out a survey, and you'll be able to make some money too. Also, you got a business, you're trying to promote your business, all we need you guys to do is send it over to us and put it in a 1080 by 1080 size scale frame, and we'll put it up on the post notification area so that all of our subscribers and our followers can see your promo. Just like this one right here that we got going up for our own situation right here. We got the Show Your Talent search that we're about to start doing, and we'll be doing that at the Throg's Neck Superstore, the wine and liquor superstore. That's going to be at the Hutchinson River Parkway, Bronx, New York, 10456. Today, you guys will see this inside of the post notification area, letting you guys know that we have a promo going on. You guys can pull up if you're trying to make $250. You see it right there? In Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. All you got to do is pull up. Let us hear your music. Let us hear your talent. Whatever else you got going on, we want to see it. And then what happens is we're going to be doing a final location in Manhattan where one person is going to be able to win $1,000. That's right, you guys. It's the Show Your Talent search. What we're doing is we're pulling up to the liquor store. Show me your talent. If you can sing, dance, you want to do a wheelie inside the parking lot, no problem. We're at the Throg's Neck Superstore on the 11th. That's right. Next Saturday, we're going to be at the Throg's Neck Superstore. Who? Myself and DJ Don Dada. That's her right there from Black Ink Crew. You guys remember Donna from Black Ink? She's now a DJ. Pull up, have a tasting, taste some Big Drip, holler at your boy, because what? I'm going to be the host as well of the event. And you know what we're doing? It's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. All you got to do is go to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com, if you guys want to be part of the talent show. See if you can win $250. I want to see your talent. Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. After we get everybody together, we go to one central location where one person will be able to win $1,000 on top of the $250 that they've already won. You guys, you know what today is. It's Thursday. One more day for the weekend for people that work for the weekend. But also, you know what I want you guys to do, right? Remember, problems present opportunities. Don't get out there and be worried about, oh my God, I got so much problems. Guess what? God gave us another day to bang that nail and get it right. So don't give up on yourself. Keep on moving. Just like the song say, keep on moving. Don't stop like the hands of time. As long as you got another chance to get up every single day, what are you complaining about? First thing you get in the morning, believe it or not, you get the blessing of life. And you know what I think? Everything after that is a blessing, even the problems. Because if you didn't wake up in the morning, you wouldn't even be able to deal with the problems. Think about it like that. What you guys, y'all know what I'm going to say, right? I want y'all to double tap that screen for the last chance to get those likes up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I want to know why. Go ahead and subscribe, become a member, let everybody else know. Also, this is our time when we pray for people in our chat. We got MP, we got Liberty and Justice in the building we're praying for. Mark Dorfman, Cat Dad, KC Ramos, my brother, Batty Lynn. We've got Rebecca Lanya and Bueno, my sister, in the building. We got Mark Dorfman, like I already said. We've got Dot Focus, as well as VIP Auction Group. We're praying for every single person that's in this chat today. We got Sam up in here. We got Joshua, Mad Hatter. Thank you so much. John Scott from Scotland. We pray for you that you have a fantastic and safe day. And I want to see you guys all tomorrow. God bless you. Thank you so much. Amen. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on our bottom lines, 351st episode, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, y'all know what it is. Get 'em!